Good morning, students. It's biology for class 10, and our topic is going on control and coordination. In my previous class, I have explained you the terms related to the topic, that was stimulus, response, receptors, effectors, impulse, and then we reach to the neuron. Continue with the same topic, neuron. What is neuron? Neuron is the fundamental structural and functional unit of the nervous system. As I explained you, nervous system is a system which control and coordinate the activities of other systems and activities of the body, and the function of the neuron is it carries the impulses across the body. So neuron is the basic structural and functional unit of the nervous system. This is the structure of the neuron. We can see this is the cell body, this is the axon, and this is known as axon terminal. It is also known as the nerve ending. A neuron is made up of the two main parts, cyton and axon. Cyton is also known as cell body. The parts of neuron. The first part is cyton. As I told you, cyton is also called the cell body, and this part of the neuron contains a large prominent nucleus in the center. In the figure you can see here, this is the nucleus, and size of the nucleus is little bit larger, and it is covered by a irregular cell membrane, and the cell membrane you can see it is branched. Yes. So the cell membrane is branched into the several cytoplasmic branches, and these branches are known as dendrites. So this part is known as cyton or cell body, and cell body contains a nucleus. These dendrites are receiving the impulses. Okay, and cytoplasm of the neuron is also known as neuroplasm. Inside this neuroplasm, there are several granules are scattered. The granules are scattered in the neuroplasm, and these granules are known as Nisser's granules. Clear? Now the next part of the neuron is axon. This is called axon. Axon is actually the cytoplasmic projection only, and it extends from the cell body. You can compare this axon by a stem of a tree. You can see like the neuron structure also can be compared to a tree. This is a branch part which is called cell body or cyton, and this is axon. And axon is covered by a insulating membrane called neurolemma. Insulating, as you know, insulator or insulating membrane which prevent the heat or electricity. Okay, means conductor means through which heat or electricity can pass. Insulator which prevent it, or which not allow the current to pass through it. So axon also is covered by an insulating membrane, and this membrane is known as neurolemma. The function of axon is to carry the impulses from the cyton to the nerve ending. These are known as axon terminal, as well as they are known as nerve ending. And these usually terminate into the another neuron or an organ or a gland or muscles. Understood? So the neuron or nerve cell, it has the two main parts, cyton and axon. Cyton is also called cell body, and axon as an elongated cytoplasmic structure. Now, on the basis of the function, the neurons are of different kind. The first type of neuron, which is known as sensory neuron. The neuron which carry the impulses from the receptor. As I told you, there are the five sense organ in our body: eye, ear, nose, skin and tongue. These are the sense organ or receptors, and these receptors are receiving the message from the environment, and then what happens, the message to the brain or to the spinal cord is carried out by the neurons, and the specific neuron which carry this message from receptor to the brain are called sensory neuron. The second type of neuron is called motor neuron. Those neurons that carry the impulses from brain or to the from the spinal cord to the effectors. Effectors, as I explained you, effectors can be a muscle or effector can be a gland. Okay, so whatever the message received by the brain or spinal cord to the effector is carried out by the motor neuron. The next type of neuron, which is also known as associated neurons, or they are also called relay neurons. They are also called mixed neuron. As they are doing the both function, they are receiving the message and taking to the brain or spinal cord and bringing again the message from brain or spinal cord to the another neuron. So on the basis of the function, there are the three type of neurons: sensory neuron, motor neuron and associated neuron. Now, the next topic is reflex action. It's a new term for you. What's the mean by reflex action? Look at this first picture. What happened here? You can see the boy maybe has touched the hot object and then he has taken his hand away from it. This is a experience we are also facing. When we touch any hot object, suddenly we are taking our hand away from it. In this second picture, you can see here, you can see the size of the pupil. When we are in the dark room, when a person is in the dark room, what happens? The size of pupil is increased. When we are in the bright place means where the sunlight is moved. So when we are in the bright sunlight or any light is moved, then what would happen? The size of pupil is small. Okay. So here also it is also sudden or spontaneous it took place. When we are touching any hot object, we are not waiting, okay, it is hot, we will take it away after 5 minutes. No, suddenly we are taking our hand away from it. When we are entering in a dark room, spontaneous or suddenly our size of pupil is increasing. The same way when we are coming to a bright light, the size of pupil is decreasing. You can see one more example over here. When we touch any sharp object, it can be a thorn or any other sharp object, okay, or something sharp comes below our feet, then also what happen? We are taking it away. When we touch any sharp object, we take away our finger, and this is also a sudden action. So sudden or spontaneous response to any stimuli is called reflex action. Understood? So reflex action is a sudden or spontaneous response where we are suddenly taking the we are showing the response, that is called reflex action. Now what happened in a reflex action? How the response took place suddenly? You can see this here in this picture. First thing, what is reflex action? The involuntary response to a stimulus. Involuntary means where we are not waiting for that we are thinking and then we are responding. No, involuntary we are responding to any stimuli. A sudden or spontaneous response when we are showing to any stimulus, that action is known as reflex action. You can see here the fire is there. When the person's finger touches to the fire and then the sudden response is taking its hand away from it. Now, how does this action take place? When the person's finger touch the fire or hot object, then what happened? The sensory neuron present, the receptor is here, skin, and then the sensory neuron taking this message to the brain or spinal cord. Okay, here the CNS, the part of CNS is brain and spinal cord. So here what happened? This sensory neuron is taking this message to the central nervous system, and then the response bring by the motor neuron to the effector, and here the effector is muscles, and then what happened? The person is taking his hand away from the fire. So in the form of flowchart you can see the stimulus. The stimulus is here the hot object, the receptor and is your skin. Okay, and then this is this nerve impulse. This impulse is carried out by the sensory neuron. Sensory neuron, it is a relay neuron. As I explained you, relay neuron is present in the central nervous system, and here the response of the stimuli took place, and that impulse is carried out by the motor neurons. It carry to the effector, that can be a muscles or a gland. In this situation the effector is a muscle. If we see any favorite food and our mouth is full of water, we are not thinking that our mouth will be full of water, and suddenly what happened? The mouth is full of water, and that is also the stimulus is here looking at the favorite food, and the action what took place, the mouth is full of water. Understood? So in this way, a path has been taken by the nerve impulses. The path is taken from the sensory organ to the carried by the sensory neuron to the CNS, from CNS to the motor neuron, and from motor neuron to the effector, and then the response take place. So stimulus to response, a complete to carry out a reflex action, a complete path has been covered, and this pathway of impulse in the nervous coordination is called reflex arc. So what is reflex arc? Reflex arc is the path traveled by a nerve impulse in a reflex action. To complete a reflex action, which path has been carried out by the nerve impulse? That is called reflex arc. So student understood the topic reflex action and reflex arc. Reflex action means the sudden or spontaneous response to any stimulus is called reflex action. And the reflex arc is the path traveled by a nerve impulse in a reflex action is called reflex arc. So today you have studied structure of neuron, the different type of neuron on the basis of the functions carried out by them, that is sensory neuron, motor neuron and the associated neuron or the mixed neuron. And then you have studied about the reflex action, the sudden or spontaneous response to any stimuli, and then you studied about the reflex arc. The path traveled by a nerve impulse in a reflex action is called reflex arc. So student, for today this much enough. In my next class, I will explain you about the central nervous system. Till then, take care, stay at home, remain safe. Have a nice day. Thank you.